And guess what? As these home prices continue to rise, if you hate rent now, if you hate your landlord, you having issues with your landlord, like no pets, no sense of freedom, no sense of ownership, well, you're going to be locked in that for a long time. Because I just don't see a way where you can afford to buy a $600,000 house on a $30,000 salary. So what you're looking at is the inevitable destination of America being the land of the renters, because everybody's going to be renting. Nobody's going to be able to afford a property. Grab one now. To all my dreamers, if you don't know what we do over here at Journey to the One, over here we grinding until we reach that rare 1% of financial, emotional, spiritual mindset. That's where our mind's at. And what we about to get into today is why you got to buy a house now, or else that possibility may not be down the road. We're about to get ready to get into it. So let me tell you something if you probably don't know. Interest rates are not going back down to 2.5%. 3.5%. Those days are over. And to make matters worse is that as interest rates steady climb, they're 8% today. Guess what? The home prices are not going down. That normally doesn't happen. So you're looking at a situation to where when interest rates do start going back down, let's say they go back down to like 5%. Well, guess what? Home prices are still rising. The average home in America today is around $414,000. Where I'm at in Iowa, it's about 212. But even the town I'm at, Dubuque, it's about 234,000. But guess what? The average person in Dubuque makes about 60,000 per household. That's 30,000 individual. And nationwide, it's about 60,000 as well. You can't afford to buy a house, especially if it's climbing to 5, 6, 700,000 in the years to come. You get different ranges of people, different conversations, different mindsets, from the conspiracy theorists to the people that just outright scared, to the analysis paralysis, to the market experts, and they all have a reason to where they don't want to buy a house because of whatever conditions that's going on at the market. So when the houses was 2.5%, that was too good to be true. You were over leveraging yourself, and those people waited. And guess what? That window is now closed. Now that it's 8%, those same people are waiting for the good old days to circle right back around. If you always one of those people that got to wait till the time is right, then guess what? The time will never be right. You will always be one of those I woulda, coulda, shoulda, I would have if type people. And those windows will always close, and you'll always be just a little bit too late. And guess what? As these home prices continue to rise, if you hate rent now, if you hate your landlord, you having issues with your landlord, like no pets, no sense of freedom, no sense of ownership, complaints, this ain't getting fixed, that ain't getting fixed, super strict policies, super strict leases, well, you're going to be locked in that for a long time. Because I just don't see a way where you can afford to buy a $600,000 house on a $30,000 salary. So what you're looking at is the inevitable destination of America being the land of the renters, because everybody's going to be renting. Nobody's going to be able to afford a property. Grab one now. You could always just grab something now and refinance if the rates do go back down to 4%, 5%, even 6%. And to all the fake market experts out here that just know when the next sun will rise and know where the interest rates are going and know this and know that, stop listening to them. Buy something now. Stop listening to family members discourage you, friends discourage you, telling you about this and that, because pretty soon you will be priced out. For all y'all that just want to sit out there and wait and wait and wait, I don't recommend that, because you could get caught in a storm that's yet to come. So personally, I'm trying to start up a business to get funding, and through that funding, you can buy more properties. You can play Monopoly. Now, obviously, the average person is not going to go out here and start a business just to be able to afford a property, even though it's a good idea. especially considering that we live in this entrepreneurship time to where everything is due for self. But that's one of the ideals. If you're interested in accumulating a lot of properties, if you're more on the investor side, start looking for other ways to raise funding now so you can get those properties and hold on to them and play Monopoly for when they do appreciate to $5, $6, $7, $800,000 and the average person is priced out. You could already be loaded. Do whatever side hustle you got, whether that's mowing the grass, e-commerce, drop shipping, wholesaling, selling hair, whatever. I ain't here to judge, but I will say it's always better to take action than sit around and not do nothing. Stop listening to people. Stop getting analysis paralysis. Stop overthinking. Go to the bank, get pre-approved, see where you stand, start saving up money because a storm is coming. To all my dreamers, a storm is coming and you want to make sure that we on the good side. Obviously, if you need help buying a property and you in Iowa, hit up your boy. This ain't no sales pitch or no upsell video. So let me not even start. What I will say is if you found any value in this channel, like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I'm done with the pitch. If you ain't ready to catch these diamonds, I guess you'll forever be broke.